Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land up here where the tree harvester is. And I'm a little disappointed. I'm like, I just got a few more trees to go. I'm going to get in just under the hour. I got to the last tree, I checked, I'm like, oh, still under the hour. And when I got done with that tree, I was over the hour. So I just paid 10 grand when I got down to the last tree I wanted to cut. So now I'm at the point of, now I'm now paid for an extra hour. I might as well keep it. But I don't have any plans to do any more tree harvesting today, so that means keeping it overnight, which means an additional 5 grand. I'll probably just keep it overnight. It's only 5 grand, not much to worry about, but I guess at this point I do want to cut down more trees. But we got a good amount done so far, but no place to bring the logs currently. All of our sawmills are full. So that's where we are there. As you probably see, the money is down to, I thought it was 36. Oh, we just reached top of the hour. It was at 36, we're back up to 38. Woohoo! Yeah. So let's teleport up to where we're going to be working at the beginning of this episode. We're going to jump right to the McCormick. I just repaired the McCormick again for 5 grand. I think that's the third time this month I had to repair the McCormick. Been using it quite a bit. But we're over here. This is our grass field. And by the way, our grass field does not need no nitrogen again. So it's getting down there to where it's almost near perfect, I would say. The yield is off just a little bit because if you look at the pH value, which is lime, it could use a little bit of that, but not too much to worry. But we're going to start today in the Deutzfahr to subsoil in our cornfield. And we're over here at the corner of the map, basically, at least on the western side. And yeah, this corn here is going to be for chaff to make silage because our grass field is going to be a little bit busy. I do want to leave a little bit of space here between our grass field and cornfield. So, I don't know, right here seems to be good. Let me activate allow to create fields. That should be on. And when I lower this down, we are ready to go. I'm just winging it here as we go along, so we'll see. I think it's going to be a decent sized field. I don't know what to expect for yield off this field at all. I mean, I got a rough idea what size it's going to be. I really don't know. We'll find out in the upcoming season what it's going to be. But right ahead of us, you can kind of see there's a hump line, if you will. That is the edge of the map. So I want to get close to it, but let's not get too close. That way we don't have any issues. I don't want to get too close to this hill either. I don't want to run any issues with the machinery going around. But we're going to try to make this as big as possible, because we want a really good yield off of it. Alright, let's try to stay maybe like 6 meters away. And we're going to go all the way down to the river. At least that's the plan. Down to the river, cut across where the forest line is, and then curl back up and around. So a decent sized field, I would say. I think it's going to bring in a good amount of chaff. Will I fill a bunker up? That is the question. I have no idea. But once we get this subsoiled, I think I'm going to fast forward to the month. I think I've been in November long enough, and I'm ready to move on to a new month. Even though I got our lime spreader and stone picker over here to take care of the field. Yeah, I want to say goodbye to November, say hello to December. I want to see some money come in. I want to see if there's anything new in the store that we could possibly look at. And in the month of December, we're going to sell our cakes, our donuts, and I got to look at the cereal again because I kind of forgot. I think cereal, I said the month of December is going to be a good month as well. Let's not get too close to the river. When I mean the river, ooh, that's deeper here than I thought it was. Not deep water-wise, but as for a cliff, yeah, the water line is way down there. Yep, that's the edge of the map, as far as I could do any landscaping. And ever since I put the river in, I really haven't done much sense over here other than putting in a rock cliff. But that's where the river is. I think I've got to put down some trees over here to make it look a little bit more nice, I guess, is what I'll say. Yeah, the flickering trees in the background. I thought I had it figured out. For the first 5 minutes I came back on. The trees weren't flickering. They're not as bad as last time. I've seen so many things about trees flickering on Farming Simulator. So, yeah, I've heard so many people say, try this, try this, try this. And I've tried a lot of things. And the only one thing that someone did say, and I'm like, well, I hope that's not the case. They did say if you play at a high frame rate, it's a possibility that could happen. Also, if you play in 4K, it's a possibility. I'm like, well, I play in 4K. I don't play at a high frame rate. I record at the same as you're seeing it, which is 60 frames. So I don't play it. I could do 90 frames per second, I think, on this graphics card, but there's no sense if I'm going to upload it at 60 frames per second. So yeah, I'm not too sure. And it's only with the fall leaves. I think when we get to December and a lot of these leaves are gone, we're not going to see much of an issue. Alright, I am going to jump out, and I think I'm going to delete these 3 trees here. I probably got to turn that on, delete objects on, just because they're a little bit in the way. Love that feature. Now I could cut them down with a chainsaw, and then I'll have to remove the stump, and then I got to come up, find some way to remove the logs. We got too many trees to begin with. Our sawmills can't handle it. So also with a new field, that means we got to do some more soil sampling. And there is our outline of the cornfield. So I am hoping probably next hour our BGA should bring in some cash from the manure we brought down. The manure has been processed and it's been an hour, and the fermenters have fermented and turned it into energy, and that energy then gets transferred over, which it should have, at the last hour to our generators, and next hour the generators will turn around and sell the electricity. So we should have a decent amount of cash come in. Now, it's not like I brought a whole bunch of manure down, but good enough. But I think tomorrow will be good because, like I said, we're going to sell our cereal, cakes, and donuts. I think this field will be a decent size for corn chaff to start off with. But we're going to have a lot of work next season. But then again, as each year progresses, you should get more and more work on your farm. You should be expanding little by little each year. And when it gets to a point of not expanding, then you're just saving your money for what? I don't know. I don't think I've ever played on a series too long where I just had a lot of money and had no way to spend it. We still got a lot more to buy here for equipment and such. Millions of dollars need to be spent. But luckily we're bringing in a good amount of cash now per season. Heck, we even got, the pigs that we put down, the pigs haven't even gotten to bring this in cash yet. It's going to take a little while. I forgot on the pigs, was it 4 months? Every 4 months they reproduce. When you started off with 10 pigs, I think now we're up to 30. Got a couple more trees here I need to get rid of. Did I leave that on? I'll probably turn it back off. I always turn off delete objects because I don't want to accidentally delete something that we have that I want to keep. I'm not sure if there's any more trees. There's a tree right here that's on the edge of the field. Actually, there's a few trees here on the edge of the field. Get my exercise in. Let's get rid of these now because I'll forget about them, and then I'll be coming over here in the springtime to plant, and we'll have some issues. So let's go ahead and just turn that back off as well. Soil, no data found. Well, there will be. Maybe not this month. We'll wait until we get a little bit more cash into our bank account. So it shouldn't take me too long to rip through this field here, since we got this 9-meter wide plow, subsoiler. Then once we get that done, just going to double check on the animals, make sure they're good to go until next month. And yeah, we'll get through to the month of December and see what the weather has to bring. But mainly, got to sell some products, bring a little bit more cash in.
But there's something cold in the way you are. The things you said had me going good, but it left a scar. You invite me and then you turn me down. Get my hopes up and then you're gone. the point of this? But I don't wanna be alone. I keep looking at my phone, but you never call me. And then I see you on the street, said your heart just skipped a beat, and that you miss me. It's always the same story with you, but I just cannot refuse you. I'm sad after this time that I'm out, that you leave me with this rush. Why am I so curious? So curious, so curious. So curious, so curious. Your friends have told me just to give you time. Weekends are passing by like everything is fine. I know this is so delusional. I have lost my grip, but I don't wanna be alone. I keep looking at my phone, but you never call me. And then I see you on the street, said your heart just skipped a beat.
In about a year's time, we'll find out exactly how this field produces for us. Now, the only thing I'm not sure of, going by 19 stats though, it shouldn't really matter too much if we harvest the corn just before it turns ready for harvest or harvesting it when it's ready for harvesting. That used to always be a debate back in 19 and earlier versions, that you would get more material from the corn when you're trying to make chaff if you cut it just before it's ready for harvest, because the corn stalks have all the moisture in it, more foliage on it. You get more from it that way. In real life, yes. In Farming Simulator, I'm not sure if it matters too much. It wasn't. I think I did it on Griffin, Indiana. We were doing 2,000 cattle, so we were doing a good amount of corn chaff there. I don't think it made that much of a difference, so I'm just going to go on that. So we'll just cut the corn when it's ready for harvest. So that'll be like next October, and that means we'll cover it up in October. It'll be ready. It'll be fermented in November, and then we'll start bringing it down to the VGA. So 1 year from now, we'll start making money off this field, as most of the fields that you do make when you create them. It takes about a year before you see any profit from them. But in the meantime, we got to soak a lot of money into it first of all. But this is going to bring us a lot of cash. Just picture all the corn that's going to be here turned into chaff, to silage, and then brought down to the BGA. All right, I'm going to turn off allow to create fields. That way I don't accidentally create a field somewhere. The McCormick will sit over here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to set off a worker to start picking up the stones. And they could be doing all that while we're doing the stuff in the month of December. Oh, let me turn the HUD back on for everyone. Alright, so that took me about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, we got to create a worker, so we got to come over to here, create job. Let's see, does it show the whole field? Yep, that whole field's already registered. Perfect. And we're just going to go here and go like that. And then 3 headlands, I think will be enough. Could not generate course. The log may have more information. Alright, maybe the field's not quite registered yet. Let's try this again. Create job. Field position. Target position. Alright, there we go. Maybe it wasn't quite in the books yet. But now it is. Oh, I got some rocks in here already? Okay. Well, that's from the horse field that we did. This does hold 20,000 liters of stone, so I think that'll be good enough. Alright. And then get them going, and then... Alright, so who's working for us today? Looks like Frank Jr. is going to be sitting in the McCormick for about 45 minutes or so to get that field done. All right, we're going to try to beat him across the field here and jump in the Deutz-Fahrer, get back to the main farm. Because we need to check on the animals before we call it a day. Oh, the other thing I want to double check is the store. Yeah, nothing here that we need. A baler we got. This is for cotton modules, the square ones. And of course, we got ourselves the Kubota equipment pack mod. And that is a sprayer that we don't need. But while I'm here, I'm thinking I'm going to return the tree harvester. I thought about keeping overnight. I know I just went barely over the hour by about a minute or so. But I'm not going to get any more trees in the month of December. So let's go ahead and return that. I'm just going to pay $5,000 more and not actually use it. While we're here, okay, we checked the store. Let me double check on the animals here. Let's see, the sheep are looking good. Let's see, the horses. I'm not going to give them any hay as of yet. Let's see here. The cows we just did, so they're pretty much okay. The pigs should be fine. And, yeah, we're up to 30 pigs. Reproduction, puberty. Let's see. It's hard to tell how many months it is. I think it's 4 months. And the chickens... Ooh. They're going to be okay-ish, I think. I think they can get by on that. I've been wrong before. I don't know if the animals eat more in the wintertime, like they did in 19 with seasons. Can't really tell. Anyways, I'm going to go back. I'm just going to park up the Deutz-Fahrer with the plow, subsoiler, put that away. And, let's see. Everything else should be taken care of, for the most part, I do believe. So, let's go back home. Go to bed early, like at 3:30 in the afternoon. Wake up in the month of December, and let's get selling some products. Old habits are hard to break. I dropped off the Deutz-Fahrer. I came around, I came to the cabin. I was like, wait a minute. That's not my home anymore. My home's down the road a little bit. So we're going to teleport home. Home sweet home. Let's go upstairs. And yeah, let's just go to bed. I'm not going to double check everything twice, 3 times. Actually, I'm going to sleep until... Yeah, we'll sleep until 8. I think it's going to be a little bit dark, though. Winter months, you know. Sun's not going to be quite up all the way, so we'll get to see the sunrise, maybe. We're up to $164,000. That is nice to see. What else is nice to see is... Well, there's no snow on the ground, so that's a start. And the sun's not quite up. The question is, did the chickens make it overnight with the food they had? Yes, they did. They're doing fine. How about the cows? How much food are they going through? They went through almost all that water in about 15 hours or so. And the TMR, they went through most of that in almost 15 hours. And we don't have a full barn yet. But we're probably getting close. Let's see. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20. Yeah, 120. 120 still. Reproduction. Oh, we got some more new cows. You can see reproduction at 0. That means now they're making milk. All right. And wait a minute. These are new cows because they're at 0% puberty. So they were just born, apparently. Okay. Whatever. There is snow in the forecast. When is the snow going to be here? Not until noon-ish. That's fine. And I assume Frank Jr. just worked through the night. Because he's a beast. Yep. He looks happy in there. Anyways, I think I'm just going to fast forward it until... let's see. Let's jump to the Mac Anthem. I'm going to fast forward it until we get a little bit more daylight here. You know what? That's not bad right there. Kind of a different time of day that we don't usually work. Well, we usually work at 8:30, but not in the wintertime. Let's see here. There's a few things that we need to do. I don't know why I'm running over here to the TMR mixer. I can go right to the store page or the production page and see what it's doing. But I'm guessing we got to be low on something, right? I'm guessing we're low on hay. Alright, it shows the silage, it shows mineral feed, it shows straw, but it does not show any hay. And my Kubota is nowhere in sight. And I don't know where I left it. But we're here actually to sell some products and move some products around. And I'm thinking we're going to be using the Mac Anthem for that. So I got to go over and grab our Krone trailer. We got to pick up donuts. We got to pick up the cakes and cereal. Those things we are selling. Also, we need to move some of the wool from the sheep over to tight knit, so we can go ahead and make some fabric. And then I got to turn on... Actually, I probably should turn on while I'm thinking about it here. Where's our production buildings? There we go. I got to turn on So What to start making some clothing. It's not a lot of fabric there, but it's something. Let's go ahead and activate that. So I want to make sure because December, January, and February, probably not going to be doing any work. I'll probably just zip through the days and just make sure the animals are all taken care of after we get done this episode. So, yeah, we're just working here in the month of December, and then we're skipping January, February, and we'll start our farming season back in March, which means a lot of planting, a lot of work, and hopefully everything will be going smoothly. Alright, the donut shop is our first stop. Actually, now I know where the Kubota is. It's parked right here because I brought you on down. Was that last episode? Yeah, the new residential area that we put in. So at least now I know where the Kubota is. Alright, the donut shop is our first stop. And I gotta check to see where these... Well, actually, these can only go to one place. These can only go to the No Man Land shop. But we're probably going to be kind of curious of what the price is as we watch that load up. The cereal, I was looking at the cereal. That's going to the supermarket at $24.13 a piece. But let's come on down to the donuts. And $4,309 for the strawberry and $4,602.07 for the chocolates. And that is a really good price. We're basically at the peak. If I wait until January, I might get a better price, but that's okay. Is that everything here? Strawberry and chocolate? And actually, that's still making, that's still got some material in it to make some more donuts. Let's swirl around here. The only thing I haven't checked on yet, where are the cakes going? So the cereal is going to the supermarket. The cakes. The cakes are something else we need to sell. And the cakes are going for what, where? The best price I see is at Lord of the Wings for $3,443. So the cakes need to go to Lord of the Wings, and the cereal needs to go to the supermarket. Alright, I think we got it all squared away, at least in my head. Then once we sell everything, we'll double check on the store to see what's up in the store today. I am trying to see now that we're in a new month. I'm trying to watch the foliage trees to see if they're flickering in December. It's kind of weird. It's like when they're at full foliage of orange. They didn't flicker that much in October, if at all. November was, as you guys saw in the last 3 episodes, they flickered a lot. And now, and I just went right past the No Man Land shop because I'm rambling on about the trees again. But yeah, here in the month of December, they're not. I don't see them flickering yet. They probably will, just to prove me wrong. Alright, let's sneak in here. Should be a decent payday, I would think, for what donuts go for. Try to sell them all in one go, if I can. $75,819 for the donuts, plus the $10,315 for our environmental score. Getting us up to $250,000 already. I like that. Alright, and we got cakes and cereal to go. I have no idea how much cereal we got. I didn't actually go over to our cereal production plant. All I know is that we ran out of raisins, and we just turned it off. So I don't know how many liters of cereal that we're going to have. Have no clue. I got to redesign bread pit the way I got it coming here and where I'm stacking everything, but it seems to work out somewhat. Do I have any more cakes? Actually, I got 3,000, 2,000. That's all the cakes. And the cakes were going to Lord of the Wings. So let's back out of here. And I probably, in this month here, before I do anything else, I probably should also grab the milk from the cows and figure out if I need to be making butter, chocolate, or just deliver the milk somewhere. So 8,000 liters of cake. So not a whole bunch of cake, but still going to be a pretty darn good, like 35,000, I would say. Trying to get it all in one go. It's not getting the cake in the front. Yeah, I tried. I tried. Slowly but surely we're going to sell it. I mean, we were at 250. Just at 250, we're up to 280, so about 32,000 as I try to, go in the back door of Lord of the Wings with the truck. I could have just drove around, but I decided to back up for some reason. Alright, so now on to the cereal production building. Let's grab all the cereal. Like I said, I have no idea how much we're going to have. I don't even want to ballpark it. And if I really want a lot of money, or more money, we got plenty of sugar. Plenty and plenty and plenty of sugar. Let's see, where art thou? I did put some on the side here so more could spawn. There's 10, 12. Well, it's going to keep on clicking. Looks like it's going to stop at 21,000. And of course, we got 999 liters of cereal ready to be brought out. But since we're short 1 liter, won't spit out the pallet. And this needs to be brought down to the supermarket. And I forgot what the going price was, like $2,500 per 1,000. Just keep stacking up that cash and see if anything comes across the sales department. Yeah, so the trees that are still flickering are the ones that still got the orange leaves on them. So after I sell this, I'll have to take care of the cows and the chickens. Make sure all the animals are taken care of. Ooh, I almost tipped over the trailer there. Now let's open up the side curtain so I can kind of see. I always seem to drive in to where the side curtain is facing against the wall. Yep, so I kind of missed the front end a little bit. So we were at 280. Alright, so almost, let's see, almost 60,000 from cereal. That is not too bad. Doesn't quite pay for the production buildings that we put down yet. But yeah, this upcoming season, hopefully, we'll have more raisins to be produced, but in the long run, it'll definitely make us the cash. Can I put... I think I can put the sheep's wool in here. We'll bring that on over to tight knit and make sure that's up and going. See how much wool we got overnight. Plus, with the stack I put aside. Oh, I do want to check on the horses as well. I want to see what the horses, health-wise, how they're doing. Because now I've had them for a month. But not too bad. We went from, like, what, 35 grand up to 340 grand. Still shy of the amount of money that we need to buy everything that we want to have here. But without having to put down any more production buildings, at least I don't think I'll be putting down any more production buildings. The money can all be spent on new equipment or used equipment, depending on how you want to look at it. And grab that one. So another 8,000 liters of wool going over. And I don't know how much clothing we have currently, if any. Been so long since I've been over to So What, which is our clothing building. I really don't know how we're doing. Oh yeah, also some of the money that we got in overnight should have been from our sawmills. Both those sawmills are making planks. And they are on selling, I do believe. So we should have made a little bit of money from those last night as well. And once Frank Jr. gets done picking up the stones off that field, I'll probably just, like I said, take care of the animals. And do so all the way till the month of March. And that way we can get right back to farming. There we go. All the wool is in there. All right, let's go to the store page. Yeah, we don't have any leased items. What do we got here that's new? Well, these three things were here. Really? Seriously? We gotta have so many items in the store, and I got two of the same item. And it's not, you know, I got one modded. Well, are these in the base game? I can't remember. I know they were in 19. I don't know if they're in the base game. I'm kind of curious. Are those base game trailers? If I go to... I just got to find it now. Cotton Technology. There we go. No, it is in the base game. I figured it might be. But yeah, we got the same item in the sales page. 28 footer. That's not the header we're looking for. I would like to see the 45, this header come on up. If we scroll on down. So there's the case. That should fit the ideal. I do believe it will. If not, I'll have to put the... I do have the modded one that fits all brands, so I'll probably have to put that one in there, because I'm not sure if this will be compatible, so I should activate that, because we'll need that for the ideal next season. The 45-foot flex head. I think that's what it's called, right? Where was it? TerraFlex Draper. That's what we're looking for. So we'll need that for the 9T to do its work. But speaking of work, I just got to go around, take care of all the animals, do the things. I got to park the Mac Anthem and the Chrome trailer back away before it snows, go down, grab the Kubota, take care of the cows, the chickens, all the animals. Oh, that's right. Sorry, we did want to check on the horses. I almost forgot about the horses. The horses' health is 0. Not quite sure why. I mean, they do have base food of 60%. They do got water. So I guess their health only goes up if I train them? So it says they need to be ridden to increase their value. Not their health, it says their value. Animals that are healthy and older than 22 months can reproduce. The numbers in brackets refer to the effectiveness of their respected food. So it's kind of weird that their health didn't go up at least somewhat. I don't know why it would be at 0. It's not like I don't have any food for them. So, not sure about that. Have no idea. But like I said, the horses aren't really here to make us money. They're here for recreational fun and sightseeing and what have you. But anyways, speaking of the animals, I need to get working on that before I forget. And hopefully by then, Frank Jr. will be done picking up stones. And then I can get that on back and start crushing that up, make some more lime. And try. We got a lot of work to do when March comes. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate your watch as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one.